Okay. So, Leo, the first card we have, the card on the bottom of the deck here, is the Temperance card. And Temperance tells us or teaches us the lesson of peaceful waiting, right? Or patience. When you do all the steps that you need to do, sometimes there comes a point where you just have to wait for the others to respond, right? The ball's in their court, nothing you can do. You mix the batter, you grease and flour the pans, you preheat the oven. Once you stick that cake batter in there, in the oven, you simply have to wait for it to be done. There's nothing else you can do. You can't rush it. Nothing. It takes as long as it's going to take. And this card teaches us a lot about divine timing. Divine timing. Okay. So first we have here the Five of Pumpkins. Five of Pumpkins card. And this trick-or-treater here is being rushed along by the bigger kid in the red costume. And the child has dropped his or her Halloween candy and is upset about that. In being rushed beyond, the child also is failing to see the beautiful window that it's passing by. And the message of the Five of Pumpkins is, one, don't cry over spilt milk or lost candy and that kind of thing. But be sure that you're open to the beauty, no matter how unexpected. The beauty may not come in the form that we were anticipating or hoping for it to. This card also can indicate being left out in the cold, like they're outside of whatever's behind this beautiful stained glass window. So there could be some of that feel to it, but also a sense of loss and deprivation having been in there. So think about the ways that you might be feeling or thinking of yourself as being left out into the cold by someone or some group. Now, we see here also the Empress. The Empress is the quintessential Earth goddess mother. She's the embodiment of the four queens of the other suits, earth, air, water, and fire. She's good at all of those talents. That's why she's an empress and not simply a queen, right? An empire is always bigger than a kingdom. At any rate, she's nurturing, she's warm, she's fertile, she's friendly, she's the perfect wife and mother, right? And embodies all of those qualities. She's the ideal businesswoman. She's the person you can go to when you need advice or support or help. She's just a really positive influence. So this may be someone in your life. This could be you in your life right now. Maybe you've moved on to that next level and your business is taking off and you're experiencing a good deal of success there, right? Could be. Then again, this could be a family member, maybe a matriarch or someone like that that you relate to and are close with. We see here also the King of Ghosts. The King of Ghosts could be a male, not necessarily, but the King of Ghosts is someone who is benevolent towards you, possibly like a father or a husband figure, or maybe a business partner, maybe a good friend. It's someone who feels positively towards you, benevolent towards you, somebody who is not a threat to you, but some wise counsel, and so forth. The ghost sign could be a water sign like a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So this could be somebody that you're involved with, or like a romantic partner or somebody like that as well. So we'll put these aside and see if more energy will come in on the specific relationship that they have to you, because I'm not really sure at this point. So let's sally forth, I guess, as the saying goes. Here we see you industriously working, right? This is about business partnership, people that are helping you, but you're doing a lot of hard work yourself. You're installing these stained glass pumpkins into this window. That's your industry and craft, and you're making a go of it. This is hard work and dedication. Here we have the Seven of Bats. The Seven of Bats is this is somebody that has raided these tents in the background, and they've stolen all those bats out of those tents. They didn't secure the bag, however, and two of the bats had gotten away. But, this person's more interested in getting away with something. So when this relates back here, I wonder if you think that somebody has been stealing something from you, robbing something from you, not giving you credit, taking your ideas. Something's happening. I think it relates to business. I think it's relating to business. It's not this King of Ghosts person, though. The King of Ghosts person is a good person for you. It's not the Empress. There's somebody that you feel is cheating you or doing something. And for some of you, it could be that you think that somebody that you're in love with is cheating on you. Because that's not, let's don't rule that out either. We got some threes in here. So this is you working hard at something. We've got this Three of Ghosts here, which in the reverse could be a three-party situation, like somebody cheating, which would be consistent with this person. He's getting it in everybody's tent over here, and he's taking things. This heartbreak of being left out in the cold may be because you put your energy into somebody that's not worthy of that. In a business situation, it could be that somebody's taking credit for ideas that they ought not to be doing. It could be that maybe there's too much gossip at the water cooler, something like that. You want the happy business life, but then this person's coming up here and they're kind of negating or putting negativity into that. There's a lot of positivity, though, in growth in here. In this chart. Like you look at this, or the spread, you look at the Seven of Pumpkins here, this is the fruits of your labor. So you're putting in a lot of hard work, and a lot of good things are in fact coming from that. We see this right here. But these two cards mirror each other, the Five of Pumpkins and the Seven, because of the position and the layout. So we have you hard at work, and in the future you've got this abundance that's coming in, the fruits of your labor. But this card here is mirroring the Five of Pumpkins. Something's on your mind. You've had a loss, or you're feeling left out in the cold. You've done all this hard work, and you might not be receiving the recognition that you feel you need to be getting, whether it's your business or somebody else's business that you're working for. And then we have here this Two of Imps. This is going on. So this indicates either a interpersonal struggle with someone else or an intrapersonal struggle with yourself, meaning you could be feeling conflicted within. But this looks like two people having at it, and there's some sort of an arbiter or an arbitrator or whatever you call that, when you get somebody in the middle of a legal dispute, maybe even before you get to the court. I forget what that's called. But anyhow, this Two of Imps indicates the squabbles. They've got their claws out at one another. Now, if I follow this upward here, we got a third-party situation. This is what's on your mind. So it may be true, it may not be true, but it's something you're thinking about. It feels like a third-party situation. And this is happening, these squabbles and so forth, and reaping what you sow. So for some of you, you may be having suspicion that you're being cheated on. Others of you, it could be the case that you're having suspicions that you're being stolen from in business, your ideas are being stolen, or you're not getting credit, or something along those kinds of lines. So there's something going on. You've got somebody behind the scenes that's not working for your best interest. That's what that looks like. And this Temperance card, to come back to it though, I do feel like it's going to resolve itself, or that it's going to work itself out some kind of way. In time. This is not an action step right here. This is actually saying, let it shake out. I think that, sometimes if we put our own energy into a toxic situation, we come out looking like the bad guy. But it's sort of like if you let somebody else act the fool, they will show that they are being that way. They're showing that they're the bad guy, and you won't have to do anything. Everyone else will see who they're made of. It's like if you stop gossiping with the gossip, eventually everybody notices who the actual gossip in the company is. It could be something like that. Again, someone's trying to get away with something, and you're aware of it, and you're not happy about that. So, on that note, we're going to go ahead and look at an Archangel Raphael Healing Oracle card by Doreen Virtue, and see if Archangel Raphael has any guidance for you regarding this situation or your overall health and well-being for the month of November. The health condition you're asking about would benefit from an increase in water intake. There seems to be some dehydration involved, which has lowered your energy and created imbalances. It's time to increase the amount of water that you or the person for whom you're inquiring drink. Even better, pray over the water prior to drinking it in order to infuse the liquid with healing energy. Possible specific meanings include avoid dehydrating substances such as salt, alcohol, caffeine, and dried fruit. Replace soda with water to keep your body hydrated. Switch to a higher quality drinking water. Drink water throughout the day. Exercise or use a sauna to detoxify through perspiration. And then the prayer on the front of the card states, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for motivating and guiding me to drink more water so that my health, energy, and appetite stay at optimal levels throughout each day. All right. And on that, we're going to go. But, I hope this reading has helped you clarify a little bit. Even to validate your questioning about what's going on here. It does look like there's some conflict and so forth in that. But certainly, staying hydrated will help you deal better with your situation, whatever that's looking like. And with that note, I do want to say thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for watching this video. And I want to wish each of you Leos a very, very special and happy, happy Halloween. Lots of love to you. Bye.